Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late February, early March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Virgos. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you this week. Talk to me, my guys. And yeah, we're going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get this first card popping. Let's go. What's going on for my Virgos, please? I always like to start off a reading with one of these. It's a nice little... Oh, okay. So we have this intense spiritual energy here, Virgo. Okay, and it does remind me of the Hierophants, and some of you might have a very important Taurus in your life. Before we really start peeling that card back, though, because there's a lot of depth there, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a little look here at this card. So you see this individual, they have a blindfold on, they're hoodwinked, so they're not looking at the physical material world around them. Notice there are various spiritual charms that this person is holding and looking at or exploring. Not looking because they're blindfolded, but to me this is a huge card of interest in spiritual topics. So a lot of you could be reconnecting to certain types of spiritualities. You might be having changes in your spiritual outlook with certain things, or discovering. This is a very tapped in type of energy, and I really like it. But like I was saying as well, this does remind me of the Hierophant. So some of you might just be linked up to a Taurus, a very important one. If not, this is a very sturdy, stable, immovable type of energy. So if the spiritual aspects aren't what's doing it for you, you might be craving some sort of stability or something about the day-to-day life. We're going to get into tarot. I don't want to overspeak that, right? It's just a little footnote, doesn't make or break the reading. But let's get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Shuffle it up here for Virgo, please. Been having some very interesting readings the past few weeks. I mean, the Virgo readings are usually interesting in their own right, but last week's reading was titled simply A Karmic Connection, and the main name of the game in last week's reading was a possible relationship, not just romantic, but a connection with an individual that was meant to teach you some sort of lesson, okay? That was what was coming out heavily in last week's. But even going back a couple of weeks, there's been a lot of change, there's been a lot of communication. Let's see what we have for you. Let's get you 3. And I always say, take this how it hits, because energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. There's a lot of lovely Virgos out there. Let's get 3. So we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's, right? You already know that, though, I'm sure. Let's get you 3. All right, thank you. All right, what you're focusing your energy on could be pretty important here with the King of Wands. That could be fire sign energy. We'll talk about that a little more. Let's get 2 more out here for you. There's a card of control, so to speak. 4 of Wands, beautiful. Card of omens. We're getting a lot of fire here, Virgo. Okay, which doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Let's get 1 more out here, then we'll start painting this picture. Let's get 1 more. I mean, very fiery up front, my friends. Very celebratory, omen-like Page of Pentacles. So the communication is here. This is a card that could absolutely represent you and my style of reading. So it seems like we have a nuanced one this week, Virgo. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. So notice, at first glance, we have 2 court cards. That this could be 2 individuals or people. It could also represent your own personal alignments, but lots of fire up front. So something coming in hot, changing quick. Position number 1, the King of Wands. If you're not linked to a fire sign, we're talking Aries, Leo, Sag. This card to me, and all kings, represent control of their respective suit. When we see the King of Wands, he is in control of his passions, his desires, okay? It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. If this isn't a male figure in your life, the King of Wands is spirit saying, hey, you might need to reanalyze or analyze in general what you're putting your energy into. Are you putting your energy into worthwhile endeavors? Are you putting your energy into things that aren't giving you much of a feedback? Like, don't waste your energy when this type of card shows up. It's also very entrepreneurial. So when we're starting off with 2 fiery hot cards, you might be extremely motivated or feel very passionately about something. That's for sure. This is intense type of energy. Now, moving to the center, we have the Four of Wands, one of the best cards in the whole entire tarot deck. The good old 1111 card. It's a card of celebrations, get-togethers. A lot of you, yeah, I mean, we're talking big ones like big parties, weddings, a cause for celebration. This is a very stable card, though, too. Whenever I see this, aside from the stability, it could represent the home. So whether you're remodeling your own house, looking for a new place to be, there could be certain things going on within the household when this shows up. This is one of my biggest cards of omens as well. So this card is jam-packed with symbolism and meaning. You might be seeing a lot of number signs. You might be seeing synchronicities, having very important dreams. Spirit might be trying to speak to you or guide you when the Four of Wands shows up. So watch out for those number signs and omens for sure. We'll get more detail on that when we clarify. But moving to the very back end here, we have the Page of Pentacles. Like I was saying in my simplistic style of reading, this card could represent you, earth sign energy. This could represent another earth sign as well. All pages are communicators, they're students. Specifically, this one is a very good learner. There could be something linked to new endeavors or education when the Page of Pentacles shows up, but it is a huge messenger. So this could talk about conversations, messages, talks. So we really want to see what's up with this page, but in my style, when we clarify it, it could just show us something that's coming towards you, okay? So we really want to see what's up. Pages also represent younger people, age differences, things like that. So I want to dive deeper on all this stuff, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my Virgos, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for my friends? And yes, Virgo, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that King of Wands. And if you're a tarot reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Virgo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, King of Wands. Where's the King of Wands here, please? What's all this fire in the beginning? Thank you. Nine of Pentacles. That is just beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles under the King of Wands. Okay. A lot of you might be going through some time where you're really focused on your happiness, your goals, your achievements. And that doesn't mean selfishness here. For a very, very small portion of you, this could represent an individual in your life that may have some self-centered tendencies. But I feel like overall, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright underneath this King of Wands is somebody saying, no, I need to pay attention to what my goals are, my aspirations, my happiness. And this feels good. Something really nice could be coming towards you. And I really want to see how it plays out with the page on the back end. But this earthy pentacle energy grounds this fire down, and it's really nice. This is a big card of independence. So in this time, a lot of you might be craving some sort of independence. Or a spirit could be asking you to put energy into independent endeavors, whether it's a new job, a side hustle, a business idea, an invention, whatever it might be that makes you more of an independent individual. So this feels good. It feels abundant. I want to see how the rest of it plays out, because I would say that's a very good sign right here on the front end. We're going to move over to the Four of Wands now. There could be really good energy. I don't want to call it a win just yet, but it looks good. Some of you could just be a little more concerned with making sure you're set, if that makes sense. Like, make sure I'm good. Let's go in on that Four of Wands. But as with all energies, you know they could be brought to an extreme. Yeah, there's something coming in very fast here. We have the Knight of Swords underneath this Four of Wands. I feel for some of you, this could be Spirit trying to speak to you on a consistent basis. Okay, a lot of you might have that gift, and that's intuitively what this is telling me. You might have that gift where you can commune with Spirit in various different ways. Doesn't mean that you're having like conversations and stuff like that. But when I see the Knight of Swords under the Four of Wands, if this isn't Spirit trying to show you signs, big, powerful omens, this is that Four of Wands blessing energy coming towards you quick. So for a lot of you, this could be a big or massive win or victory here. This feels really nice, especially when we couple it with what we have right here in the front. Now, I don't want to lean too much on the elements yet, because this could be an air sign, but so far we have all of them except water. But there are individuals showing up here for sure. But we're going to put this down. I'm liking this energy so far. This could be some sort of big wind coming towards you quick. And I was picking up this energy similarly in another earth sign too. So things could be very magnetic. Let's go in on that Page of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get the shadow card. So why is this Page of Pentacles here? My guides, talk to me. I'm really liking it. Definitely a good vibe. Let's flip that page. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. It's like this reading gets better and better, my friends. The Ace of Pentacles under the Page of Pentacles, and the same thing I got in that other earth sign. A lot of you could be receiving some really good news or real exciting news, different opportunities, fresh starts, a new lease on life type energy. This is just absolutely beautiful. And I'm loving the Pentacle energy we're getting here now. The Ace of Pentacles in the upright under the Page of Pentacles. So somebody might be making you an offer here. This is beautiful energy. Okay, I call this my card of golden opportunities, and when it's under a card that could represent you, once again, this is the big win, big victory, or massive, like really good stuff coming at you. Now, it doesn't mean it's coming tomorrow, it doesn't mean it's coming the day after that, but it looks like Spirit is lining something up. Maybe you have to hop on an opportunity here, or you might have to seize the moment, seize the day, but there will come a time where this golden coin is handed to you. You just have to seize it. And it feels really nice. Okay, this is one of the better readings I've had for Virgo in quite a while. So I would claim this energy because to me it feels like the collective could really benefit from a lot of these. So let's go through. I'll give you a quick recap. Once again, this has victories and wins plastered all over it. So could it be money? Sure. Could it be personal relationships? Absolutely. But you're all going through different things. If you look in the box here, position number 1, we have the King of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles in the upright. Somebody focused on their own goals, aspirations, happiness isn't a bad thing in this time. I don't think it's ever a bad thing. For a very small portion of you, Spirit could be highlighting an individual that you're connected to that might be a little self-centered, that you might want to, gain some independence from. But overall, this feels really good to me. Now, moving over, we have the 4 of Wands, 1111 card with the Knight of Swords. This rushing in, fast-moving energy is really powerful. Like I said, Spirit could be trying to get your attention or commune with you, speak to you, show you signs. So watch out for the omens here. But this is omens of good to come. Or if you're going through a tough time, you look over at the clock, you see the 1111 or whatever number it is. It's like a little pat on the back from Spirit. But this energy of celebration is coming in, okay? Especially with what we have, the wins, the victories. We have the Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. It's beautiful. A lot of you could have some sort of big monetary influx in this time. But this just feels like good or exciting news, or eventually your opportunity will come. Don't doubt that. Even if things are looking tough, things are a little grim right now, don't doubt that your opportunity will come. Claim these energies and focus your energy towards them. But please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card real quick. I would say that's a beautiful reading, Virgo. We're going to shuffle it up and see what's in the shadows for you, though. What's going on with my Virgos, please, my guides? Yeah, I love ending off every reading with a shadow card. I think it's nice and introspective. So once again, only take this how it hits for you. But let's see what's in the shadows. What's in the shadows for Virgo? Whether it's something in your shadow side or just something that's happened a while ago, all very personal. All right, thank you. Yeah, so here's a little more of the fire showing up. And within the spread itself, we have a lot of fire and aggression, but we had the earth grounding it down. Now, the 7 of Wands to me, and remember, we're looking at the shadow side of this card, could represent somebody that feels like they're up against the wall. This could be somebody that feels like they're trapped. It is a card of imprisonment as well. So there might be some shadows in regards to you feeling stuck or stuck in a rut or just imprisoned in some way. It doesn't have to mean a physical one. This is a big card of determination, fighting the good fight, just like not letting anything keep you down. So in this time when the 7 of Wands shows up, things might feel a little overbearing or feel like you're up against a lot of things. You might have your determination tested. But this could be somebody with a conflicted past as well, all right? Because the 7 of Wands, although it is determination, could also be somebody battling. So Virgo, that's what I have for you this week. Please look into it further if you'd like. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for for February, I've decided to run it back. Once again, we're doing 2 copies of the most adorable deck in all the land, the Smith Tiny Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which card from this week's reading you thought was most adorable. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, the winners will be in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.